And welcome back to the Kiosk Presents. Today we have a great guest. It's Stan Hurd, Earthworks artist. We interviewed him last year as he was showing off some of his beautiful crop art for Shocktop beer. And today he's got even more. Stan, please tell us, what's the difference from this year's art from last year's?
Well, last year we were in a field in Denver, Colorado, off the end of the runway, and all the planes flying in. Today we're sitting at 2nd and Howard in downtown San Francisco, waiting for rush hour traffic. So it's it's really going to pop up here pretty quick, and we have all of these folks coming by this earth board. So it's 25 foot tall, 21 foot wide, created out of aluminum, this beautiful framework that the guys back in Lawrence, Kansas built. And we're filling it with all the ingredients of Shocktop, which is, hops, wheat, coriander, oranges. It's a wild ride.
Now, how long does it take to build something like that? Like, how long did this piece take?
We started a month and a half ago, and you see the letters and or the wheat in the letters. Those were individually made, maybe 4 hours per letter, by people hand laying wheat. The big Shocktop, pieces at the top of the head, we built all of those. I built some of them out here because we wanted to show people the handcrafted. It ties in with the beers handcrafted. We spent maybe a month and a half working 12-hour days, and sometimes up to 20 people a day here and back in Kansas creating this work.
It definitely shows the work. How many people do you have on your team?
Well, the team floats. I work with a lot of other groups. Scott Treadle Design, he had 7 guys working to build the infrastructure. We would have to take the hand-built letters, take them over to the shop, cut stuff out, and then when we got out here, put the grain on top. It's kind of amazing. I mean, this is the first time we've done something like this, and it's experimental, and we're kind of building the plane down the runway, but that's what makes the art exciting. And what better city to do it in than San Francisco?
I'm sure people are going to be stunned. How big is the overall piece?
Well, I think it's 50 feet, the board, and the stretch canvas over it, and then the letters are off to the left, and the image, I believe, is 25 foot tall by 21 feet wide.
That thing's massive. How'd you design it? What was the creative process behind it?
Well, we got the graphics from Shocktop. We know exactly the size of the thing. I certainly do, because I've created it 6 times now, many times in a field, and I know the dimensions of this thing by heart. I could do it in the middle of the night. The piece is 25 foot tall, I think I said, and 21 foot wide. It's just this combination of this incredible aluminum sculpture, and then all of these ingredients that have to be juxtaposed and put in and protected, and it has to stay up there for, I think, about a week or 2 weeks maybe.
Well, and this is, how many projects do you roughly get to work on a year at this scale or similar?
How many projects do I get to work on?
Yeah, per year that is this scale or similar.
The big projects that I work with, some with the creative ad agencies and a group like Shocktop, I usually do 1 a year. I mean, I try to, keep focused on that. I have my own art projects that I'm doing on the rest of the time. But it's, sometimes there are a couple of projects. I mean, one year we did 3. The first year we did 3 Earthworks, one in San Francisco, or one in Austin, one in Orange County, and one in Boston. The Boston was built on a float that took 2 weeks to build, and then we floated the whole image over underneath, in the harbor underneath all the buildings. It was pretty crazy.
That sounds like a great deal of fun. It sounds like you have one of the more fun jobs out there.
Oh, it can get a little crazy, but it's usually fun. And working with the people, that's the main thing. I mean, my work's very collaborative. We have a lot of new people come in. We've had 2 or 3 San Francisco folks that work downtown stop and help us cut oranges, and pretty amazing. It's all about that. It's about the process.
Well, it's nice to hear that everything went well again for you. I love the look of the new design. I can't wait to see more of your work.
Hey, bring us to Buffalo, man.
Yeah, hey, if you want to put up a giant chicken, we'd be happy to have you.
I'm an old chicken farmer, so I can handle that.
Fantastic. Oh, from Buffalo, New York and Western New York, thank you so much for joining us today here on the Kiosk Presents.